On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples:
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Correspondent.
A person who writes news reports for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
A foreign correspondent. Correspondent bank. The special correspondent reported live from the front line of the conflict.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Leukemia.
A type of cancer that affects the blood and bone marrow, in which abnormal white blood cells are produced and grow uncontrollably.
Examples:
Childhood leukemia. Acute leukemia. The symptoms of leukemia may include fatigue, weakness, and fever.
Blank.
Without any writing or printing, empty or devoid of ideas, information, or meaning, unable to remember or recall information.
Examples:
Blank expression. Blank paper. The computer screen displayed nothing but a blank white screen.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Prognosis.
The likely outcome or course of a disease or illness based on medical analysis and examination of the patient, a forecast or prediction of future events or developments.
Examples:
prognosis of cancer, poor prognosis. The doctor gave a positive prognosis for her recovery from the illness.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
shatter the plate, shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Overnight.
Lasting for or occurring during one night, occurring or changing extremely quickly or suddenly, happening or being achieved in a short amount of time.
Examples:
overnight parking, overnight success. The overnight package delivery arrived at my door this morning.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
financial independence, independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
patient in the hospital, patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Chemo.
Short for chemotherapy, a treatment for cancer that uses drugs to destroy cancer cells.
Examples:
chemo patient, chemoradiotherapy. The side effects of chemo, such as nausea and hair loss, were a major concern for the patient.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
clinical surgery, participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Marrow.
A soft, fatty, vascular substance in the cavities of bones, in which blood cells are produced, the choicest or most essential part of some idea or experience.
Examples:
the marrow of a speech, vegetable marrow. The soup was made with bone marrow, giving it a rich and savory flavor.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
transplant a heart, transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples:
unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Fluent.
Able to communicate in a specific language smoothly or effectively, or easily.
Examples:
Fluent Chinese. In a fluent tone. She learned 5 languages, but is only fluent in 2 of them.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Neon.
A chemical element of atomic number 10 that is a gas with no smell or color, does not react with other chemicals, and shines with a bright light when electricity is passed through it.
Examples:
Luminous neon tube. Neon lights. The nightlife district was lit up with colorful neon signs and bright lights.
Wig.
A head covering made of synthetic or real hair worn for a variety of reasons, including as a fashion accessory, to conceal hair loss or baldness, or as part of a costume.
Examples:
Curly wig. Blonde wig. She decided to wear a pink wig to the costume party.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Pole.
One of 2 antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface. A long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Skate.
A type of footwear that has a blade attached to its sole for skating on ice or other hard surfaces. An activity or sport that involves gliding on skates on ice or other hard surfaces.
Examples:
Skate park. Roller skate. She has been practicing an ice skate routine for months.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Morph.
To change or cause to change something or someone smoothly and gradually from one thing to another.
Examples:
Morph into a different shape. Morph into something entirely different. This company morphed into an enterprise company.
Column.
One of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
The spinal column. A column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Spoil.
To ruin the taste, appearance, or quality of something, to become or cause something to become rotten or bad.
Examples:
Spoil a person's sport. Spoiled a surprise. If you leave the milk out of the refrigerator for too long, it will spoil.
Alert.
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
Alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Traumatic.
Relating to or caused by injury, especially emotional injury.
Examples:
Traumatic event. Traumatic brain injury. The experience was so traumatic that it left a lasting impact on the survivor's mental health.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, A character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero, unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Mythical.
Based on or related to myths, legends, or folklore, existing only in tales or in the imagination.
Examples:
Mythical heroes, mythical world. Many cultures have their mythical creatures and legends.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor, odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale, tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier, brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Celery.
A plant of the parsley family with crisp green stalks and leaves, used as a vegetable in cooking and for salads.
Examples:
Celery stick, celery juice. I like to eat celery with peanut butter as a healthy snack.
Yoga.
A Hindu spiritual and ascetic discipline including breath control, simple meditation, and the adoption of specific bodily postures, which is widely practiced for health and relaxation.
Examples:
Aerial yoga, yoga teacher. Many people find that regular yoga practice can help reduce stress and anxiety.
Grateful.
Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankful.
Examples:
A grateful breeze. Put a grateful expression. She was grateful for the help he provided.
Scroll.
A long roll of paper containing writing, verb, to move through text or graphics on a screen to view different parts of them.
Examples:
Roll up a scroll. Scroll through a document. The house owner loved the large hanging scroll in the guest room.
Origami.
The Japanese art or practice of folding paper into decorative shapes and figures.
Examples:
Origami paper. Origami art. I love making origami cranes during my free time.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Survivor.
A person who remains alive after an event in which others have died.
Examples:
Ovarian cancer survivor. A single survivor. The shipwreck survivor was rescued after floating in the ocean for 3 days.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Heroism.
Great courage or bravery, especially in the face of danger or adversity, the act of sacrificing oneself for a noble cause.
Examples:
Acts of heroism. Military heroism. The firefighter showed true heroism when he rescued the family from the burning building.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Gratitude.
The quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness.
Examples:
A debt of gratitude. Feelings of gratitude. She expressed her gratitude towards the kind stranger who helped her.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Discharge.
To release or let go of something or someone. To dismiss or terminate an employee or member of an organization. To emit or give off a substance or energy.
Examples:
Discharge water. Discharge a contract. The hospital will discharge the patient as soon as their condition stabilizes.
Toll.
Money that you have to pay to use a particular road, bridge, etc. Verb, to ring slowly.
Examples:
A toll road. Toll a bell at his death. There is no toll car park nearby.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Eerily.
In a strange, weird, or unsettling manner, suggesting the presence of supernatural or mysterious elements.
Examples:
Eerily accurate. Eerily atmospheric. The abandoned house was eerily silent, as if someone was watching from within.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Doorway.
An opening in a wall for a door to fit into.
Examples:
A wide doorway. Doorway to success. He leaned against the doorway, waiting for her to come home.
Adrenaline.
A substance secreted by the adrenal medulla in response to stress, which makes the heart beat faster and prepares the body to react to danger.
Examples:
Adrenaline receptor. Adrenaline addiction. The band has released a lot of adrenaline-pumping rock music.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Crumble.
To break or fall apart into small pieces or fragments, especially due to age, decay, or lack of support.
Examples:
Crumble to dust. Began to crumble under financial pressure. The old building was starting to crumble due to years of neglect and lack of maintenance.
Tirelessly.
Without getting tired or fatigued, persistently, energetically, and continuously working with great effort.
Examples:
Dedicated tirelessly. Tirelessly help out. She worked tirelessly for hours to finish her project on time.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
A disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence. Nap. A short sleep, especially during the day.
Examples:
Take a nap. Daytime nap. She woke the kids up from their nap.
Misfire.
To fail to ignite or explode as intended.
Examples:
Misfire weapon. Misfire engine. The engine misfired and caused the car to stall.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Imprint.
To make a mark or impression on a surface, to leave a lasting impression or influence on someone or something. Noun, a mark or impression made by pressing or stamping something onto a surface, a distinctive feature or characteristic that is left by something or someone.
Examples:
DNA imprint. Imprint a memory. He wanted to imprint his brand logo on the product.
Relapse.
The fact of becoming ill or starting to misbehave again after making an improvement.
Examples:
Biochemical relapse. Relapse prevention. He had a relapse because he was working through the night.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Demon.
An evil spirit, supernatural being or entity often depicted as malevolent or harmful.
Examples:
Demon hunter. Cast demon eyes. The actor's portrayal of the demon in the horror movie was terrifying.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Re-entry.
A return to a previous state or condition, the return of a spacecraft or missile into the Earth's atmosphere during descent.
Examples:
Re-entry permit. Re-entry program. The spacecraft's smooth re-entry into Earth's atmosphere was a breathtaking sight.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Incarceration.
The state of being confined in prison or jail.
Examples:
Mass incarceration. Incarceration rates. The judge sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration for embezzlement.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Guilt.
The fact of having committed something illegal, the negative feelings caused by believing or knowing that you have done something wrong.
Examples:
Criminal guilt. Feeling of guilt. Shame and guilt have significant social influences.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem. Someone who pretends to be someone or something else to deceive others, a fraud.
Examples:
Imposter syndrome. Detect an imposter. The online marketplace warned customers to beware of imposter sellers trying to scam them.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Clarity.
The quality of being coherent and understandable, the quality of transparency or purity.
Examples:
Lack of clarity. Sake of clarity. The publisher will proofread most of this manuscript for clarity.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
Stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Reroute.
To redirect or change the course or direction of something.
Examples:
Reroute traffic. Reroute path. Due to the traffic, the delivery truck had to reroute to avoid the congested roads.
Vow.
To make a promise or commitment, usually formal and solemn.
Examples:
Vow allegiance to the new king. Vow never to give up. They vowed to love and support each other for the rest of their lives.
Adventurous.
Willing to take risks and try new or difficult things.
Examples:
Lead an adventurous life. Adventurous pioneers. He has an adventurous spirit and is unafraid of risks.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
Draft a protocol. Protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc. on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Inbox.
An electronic folder on a computer or phone where new emails, text messages, etc. that are sent to you are kept.
Examples:
Inbox full of emails. Inbox folder. After you register, you will receive an email with a coupon shortly in your inbox.
Unsolicited.
Given or sent without being requested or asked for, not invited or desired.
Examples:
Unsolicited email. Unsolicited proposal. The company received unsolicited feedback from a customer about their product.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Bra.
A woman's undergarment designed to support the breasts.
Examples:
Push-up bra. Sports bra. She bought a new bra that was comfortable and supportive for all-day wear.
Compose.
To write music, poetry, or formal writing, to constitute or make up a whole, or a specified part of it.
Examples:
Compose an essay. Compose my thoughts. The structure is composed of 3 main components.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Retire.
To withdraw from one's position or occupation, especially because of age.
Examples:
retire voluntarily. Retire after 4 terms. After working for the company for 30 years, she decided to retire from her job.
Mysterious.
Difficult to understand, explain, or identify, having an aura of secrecy, intrigue, or puzzlement.
Examples:
mysterious object. Mysterious stranger. The mysterious disappearance of the ship remains unsolved.
Debilitating.
Weakening or damaging, causing a loss of strength, energy, or success.
Examples:
debilitating virus. Debilitating effect. His debilitating illness made it difficult for him to leave the house.
Inmate.
A person who is confined to an institution, such as a prison, hospital, or mental health facility.
Examples:
inmate population. Inmate rights. The prison implemented a new educational program for inmates to learn skills and prepare for life after release.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line.
Examples:
criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Gang.
A group of people who organize and engage in criminal activity.
Examples:
a motorcycle gang. Gang member. The street gang was known for its violent behavior.
Push-ups.
A type of exercise that involves placing one's hands palms down on the ground shoulder-width apart, lowering the body, and pushing up again repeatedly, typically used to build strength in the upper body and arms.
Examples:
military push-ups. Wide arm push-ups. She does 40 push-ups every morning as part of her workout routine.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Fluorescent.
Emitting or reflecting vibrant and vivid light, especially under ultraviolet light, describing a type of lamp or bulb that produces such light.
Examples:
fluorescent bulb, fluorescent material. The office installed new fluorescent lighting to save energy.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Lurk.
To wait somewhere secretly, especially because you are about to attack someone or do something bad or illegal.
Examples:
lurked behind the words. Lurk in the darkness. In the city, the risk of traffic accidents lurks at every corner.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
shadow cast, shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Lifeline.
A line, rope, or cable used to support or rescue a person in danger or distress, vital or necessary support, connection, or source of help.
Examples:
lifeline support, emotional lifeline. My best friend has been my lifeline throughout all of my hardships.
Dispatch.
To send someone or something somewhere for a particular purpose, to send a message or piece of information.
Examples:
dispatch soldiers, dispatch a letter. The ambulance was dispatched to the scene of the accident.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
a background color, a criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Hijack.
To seize control of an airplane or other vehicle during an operation, especially with violence.
Examples:
hijack a helicopter, hijack a phone number. He made a desperate effort to hijack an airliner.
Unstick.
To free something that is stuck or adhering to something else.
Examples:
unstick the door, unstick the pages of a book. I had to use a knife to unstick the envelope from the table.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Smelly.
Having a strong, unpleasant, or offensive odor, particularly about something decomposing or otherwise spoiled.
Examples:
Smelly socks. Smelly trash. I can't stand the smelly odor from the garbage can, and it's unbearable.
Embark.
To go on board a ship or plane, to set out on an enterprise or subject of study, to start something.
Examples:
Embark on a trip. Embark on a foolish adventure. We embarked on a new project.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
Psychic trauma. Trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Impulse.
A sudden strong and unreflective wish or need to do something. The electrical discharge that travels along a nerve fiber.
Examples:
A combative impulse. Profound religious impulses. Nerve impulses cross a synapse through the action of neurotransmitters.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples.
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples.
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Grandkid.
The grandchildren of a particular person.
Examples.
Spend the weekend with their grandkids. Cute grandkids. She was so proud of her grandkids, who were all doing well in school and had great personalities.
Ballroom.
A large room for dancing.
Examples.
Ballroom dance. Ballroom floor. The grand ballroom was filled with twirling couples and the sound of music.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples.
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Anniversary.
The annual recurrence of a date marking a notable event, a date on which an event occurred in a previous year.
Examples.
Anniversary celebration. A bicentennial anniversary. They celebrated their 10th anniversary with a romantic dinner.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples.
Public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Jazz.
A type of music that originated in the African American community in the United States and that is characterized by improvisation, syncopated rhythms, and a strong emphasis on self-expression.
Examples.
Jazz club. A school jazz band. He listened to jazz music to relax after a long day at work.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples.
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Conversation.
An informal talk between 2 or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something, noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
strip a tire off, coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Scrabble.
To scratch or scrape at something with one's hands or claws frantically or desperately, to arrange or rearrange letter tiles to form words in a game of Scrabble, equals a popular word game using a 15 by 15 square board and letter tiles, or a similar word game.
Examples:
Scrabble through her purse. Scrabble words. The kids eagerly scrabbled to find the hidden Easter eggs in the garden.
Solitary.
Existing, living, or doing without others.
Examples:
Use of solitary confinement. A solitary traveler. He never uttered a solitary word.
Confinement.
The act of confining or limiting movement, often by keeping someone in a specific place or within a specific area, a state of being physically or emotionally restricted or limited.
Examples:
Confinement cell. House confinement. The prisoner spent months in solitary confinement.
Slot.
A long, narrow opening or groove, typically one that is cut into a hard material, that is designed to receive and hold an object in place.
Examples:
Memory slot. Mail slot. I inserted the coin into the slot and hit the button to start the game.
Testament.
A thing that proves the existence or truth of something else.
Examples:
Give properties by testament. Testament to the superior quality. His wealth is a testament to his success.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Tenacity.
The quality or state of being persistent and determined in the face of difficulties. The quality or property of holding together firmly, tending to adhere or cling.
Examples:
Tenacity of purpose. Show tenacity. Her tenacity in pursuing her dreams has inspired many people.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Luminous.
Emitting or reflecting light, especially in the dark, shining or glowing brightly, full of light or enlightenment.
Examples:
Luminous glow. Luminous stars. The room was filled with luminous decorations that shone in the dark.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Octopus.
A sea creature with a soft round body and 8 long tentacles, equals long parts like arms.
Examples:
Giant octopus. Venomous octopus. He experienced nausea after eating live octopus.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
Bug bites. Number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Awe.
A feeling of respect and wonder inspired by someone or something greatly admired.
Examples:
A feeling of awe. In awe of the situation. The awe-inspiring mountains dominate the landscape.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Hem.
The edge or border of a piece of cloth, typically sewn to prevent fraying or unraveling. A small margin or border around something. Verb, to fold the edge of a piece of fabric and sew it down to create a neat and secure finish.
Examples:
The hem of a dress. Hem the skirt. The hem length of her dress was perfect for the evening event.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only 2 digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
a binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which 2 stars revolve around each other.
Unwell.
Not in good health, feeling ill or sick.
Examples:
unwell condition. Feel generally unwell. His unwell symptoms included nausea and a headache.
Strive.
To try very hard to do, achieve, or obtain something.
Examples:
strive hard to get. Strive for excellence. They strive to make their dream come true.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Dissatisfy.
To fail to satisfy someone.
Examples:
dissatisfy the users with bugs. Dissatisfy people with service. The company's results dissatisfy everyone.
Interrupt.
To say or do something that causes someone to stop in their speech or action.
Examples:
interrupt a call. Abruptly interrupt. Her sleep was interrupted by recurring pain.
Rip.
To tear something or be torn violently or suddenly.
Examples:
rip a notebook apart. Rip a hole in the roof. During transit, the stuff may rip off the luggage tag.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
In between.
Occurring or existing between 2 things or points, intermediate in position, condition, or time.
Examples:
In between meals. In between stages. She enjoyed floating in the ocean's in-between zone where the waves met the shoreline.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Handmade.
Made by hand rather than by machine or mass production methods, crafted manually or using traditional methods.
Examples:
Handmade crafts. Handmade soap. The jewelry was all handmade by local artisans using traditional techniques.
Stripped down.
Having only essential or minimal features.
Examples:
A stripped down budget. Stripped down design. The stripped down version of the software was easier to use.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.